Hey, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing all the bracelet companies that I own and have purchased from. I believe I'm missing a few that I actually own, but I'm not sure which one it is. Yes, I'm missing one from Stackable Sweets, the the three pear-shaped one. I left that one back in Los Angeles, but I'm back in Canada now, all my pieces with me. I'm just going to show you guys in HD everything that I was talking about, let you guys decide for yourselves, compare and contrast. All the bracelet companies, and I'll kind of point out some of the things I was talking about in some of my videos, which may have come across very biased because you couldn't see the actual quality and can interpret what I was saying. Okay, so let's go. First, I'm going to start off here. I'm going to start from the top to the bottom. So from the earliest purchases to the latest purchase. And I'm also going to talk about, okay, so first of all, I'm just going to say which companies are which. So 1, 2, 3, these are from Stackable Sweets. 1, 2, this is from Established 1984. This one's from HRH, and these two are from Black Kittie. Over here, same pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are from Established 1984. This one's from HRH, and this one's from this one is from Black Kittie. We're going to first go in with the crystals. I'm going to show you each one panning from one side to the other, just so you can see fluidly everything. And I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to let it speak for itself. So you can see that I have extension for the jump ring. This is the chain that it comes with. Here's the crystal. Please keep in mind that Stackable Sweets I've had for the longest time. And as well, I scratched the surface of this crystal. I don't know how I scratched it, but I guess it's a big crystal. And one day I woke up one morning, I just went to put this on and I realized it was scratched and I wasn't happy about that. Also, I've had this for one of the longest time, so that's why there's more tarnishing and wear and tear. So please keep that in mind. I also want to do a disclaimer. Stackable Sweets contacted me and they said that they have since watching my videos, they've changed some of the quality of the chain. They have remained using the same crystals, but they've changed the chains and changed the lobster claw. So this is how it looks like. That's how it's attached with a little jump ring here and these little ears. I like to call them ears. The back is not exposed. This is the type of quality chain that they use, and here's how they attached the lobster claw. Sorry, it's out of focus, but here you go. This is how they attached it with the jump ring. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm going to let pieces speak for themselves. I've had this one for quite a while now since I posted the video, so it has tarnished quite. Okay, moving on to the next piece, also the same lobster claw. Please keep in mind that I've had this for a while, so it's tarnished. Has the little jump ring. This is Stackable Sweets chain. This is Stackable Sweets chain. And here's the crystal. As you can see, it's attached with these little ears on the side, not a wire. And as I spoke about in the actual video of the posting of the comparison, some of the crystal sticks out. I've also had this for a long time, so it has tarnished. The only thing to keep in mind is there's no wiring in the back, unlike other crystals. So some people commented saying that they don't like wirings in the back. So if you don't like that, maybe Stackable Sweets is an option for you. And also depending on the other design qualities that it holds, you can make your own decision, okay? So the crystal is actually really nice. I really like this pink crystal. I wear this one a lot. So you can tell it's been tarnished. Even the clasp ups here are tarnishing. The one at the bottom is tarnishing because I wear this one quite a bit. Okay, moving along the chain, looks like this, and they do extenders. I'm not a huge fan of the extenders. This is how the loops look like, the thickness, and this little tag. Same with their other one. Okay, this one's the one that I talked about that I don't really like too much. The lobster claw is the same, the chain size is the same, but the crystal size is smaller. So the overall aesthetic, when you look at it, the chain to crystal ratio is not that great. So it kind of, the chain itself overpowers there even being a crystal. That's why I wasn't a huge fan of this design. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. You guys can watch my other videos for more in-depth review. This video is basically just to show you guys the quality because a lot of people say that I was being biased and sometimes things don't really translate well on film. So I just wanted to post this video to show you guys what I was actually talking about. You guys can refer to this video and those videos for my reasoning and everything. This one, this one is a new company. As you can see, the chains are different. This company is called Established 1984. And here's the jump ring. See, it's not aligned very well. And this one I got for free, the pearl one. It came free with my purchase. And this is how it looks like. And then that's how the jump ring looks. And then you go on to the next one. This is how the lobster claw looks. Also established 1984. As you can see, for all the jump rings from these companies, or sorry, all the lobster claws from this company is the same size, and they look basically identical. Okay, except for when you move on to these two companies. Okay, so anyways, back to what I was talking about. Here's how the jump ring looks for this piece. I really do like this piece, actually. See, the chain quality is different from that of Stackable Sweets. Pricing is also different. And also this is from, this pricing for Stackable Sweets is a lot cheaper than that of established 1984, but it's not a huge price difference. It would probably be like a $2 to $3 difference, but you can see the difference with your visuals. I'm not going to say which one's better or not. I'm just going to say that you can see the difference. Okay? Since this is a crystal. Oh, sorry, I didn't show the back of this crystal, but there's nothing much to show. It's just like this. Okay? And then the back of this crystal is like this with the wire backing. So that's what I was talking about. If you don't like the wire backing, you can go with something like this. See how it's attached with a loop right here? Okay, and then the crystal itself. Like that. Okay, continuing on. Okay, this one is HRH. See how it looks like. It has a bigger lobster claw than the other companies. Okay. Sorry, that one's over there. And then it also has a tag because she likes people to know her brand. So she put HRH tag. This is how the side of the lobster claw looks like. Very big one. And here's the chain. That's how the chain looks like. Here's the crystal. Please keep in mind this is a different company down here, but they use similar chains. Actually, identical, almost identical chains. Pricing is also different as well. This one's cheaper. Okay, here's the actual crystal itself. It's really small. See how it sets? The setting, very flush against the back. Not much sticking out. Also wire going through the back. This one I've worn quite a bit, so it has tarnished. Expected. This is fashion jewelry. It's expected to tarnish. Okay, moving along the chain. See the chain difference. A stackable sweet chain. Established 1984 chain. HRH chain. Jump ring difference. This is HRH jump ring. Please note the thickness. Do you see the difference? It's hard to see, but I will say this one, which is HRH, is thicker than that of the established 1984. Okay. And then the jump ring of Stackable Sweets, very thin. Very thin. Visually, it might not make a difference, but when you feel the actual thing and touch it and along with everything else, it adds up. Although Stackable Sweets is a lot cheaper, so keep that in mind as well. Price-wise, the price range is a lot cheaper. These ones are a little bit more expensive, and only the price difference is like about like $3 to $5. So it would be like this one's the cheapest, and then the $5 difference for this one, and then another $5 difference for this one, and extra for shipping. 1984. It's a beautiful crystal. It's very thin and dainty, and I love that they gave me this one for free. The other thing, though, for established 1984, it took forever to get here, and I got a bad impression of the company when I received this piece that I paid so much for. So this piece was like basically a ripoff. This piece was nice, but it was still quite expensive. So the overall impression of that company, I don't have a good impression because they don't have consistency, and they don't, I don't know, the pricing doesn't make sense. Okay, so this one is HRH. Okay. And then the jump ring for Black Kittie. Okay, so I'm gonna go through Black Kittie now. The lobster claw, exactly the same. Only difference is HRH, the price point is way higher than that of Black Kittie. Black Kittie, you can get this one for 20 bucks. You can actually get this for $18 because you get a choice of what lobster claw you like. So if you like a small lobster claw, you can ask her to make a small lobster claw. If you like the big one, you can have the big one. I like the big one. So I went for that option and that was $20. Moving along, the chain looks exactly the same as that of HRH. Can you see? Crystal quality. Please keep in mind, this is a different finishing. Different finishing from this, from this, from this, from this. So it's a different crystal. That's how it looks like. That's how the back looks like. No ears, just the wire. Okay. That's the jump ring. Jump ring for this one is actually a lot nicer than that of HRH as well. You guys also commented saying that I'm being too picky, doing everything, but I'm just going through everything that anyone may have a consideration. It's not me that I'm that annoying, you know? Like I'm just doing a thorough review. So that's why I'm going through everything, just so you guys can see the difference. Because let's be real, all of these look pretty much the same design. So I'm just going to go through like the little things so it's easier for you guys to make a decision. This one, as you can see, both HRH and Stackable Sweets, they don't do a jump ring in between the actual lobster claw, unlike some of these companies. See? Okay. Okay, this one's also from Black Kittie. I really love it. I love the crystal. This one's a gold. It's a gold crystal. It's like a metallic gold crystal. It's amazing. And lobster claw exactly the same. Chain exactly the same. Back of the crystal the same as well as the one above. Same company. Very consistent. Great consistency with this company. Okay, so those are the crystals. Now I'm going to move on to the chains, which is going to be controversial. Just slightly controversial. Okay, the Velveteens from established 1984. Finishing, poor quality, glued together with, I guess, super glue. And the result of that is that all these pieces right here, they scratch. And the reason for that is because it's fabric. When the glue soaks it in, it hardens up and then it makes it into little needly bits. So it's not very comfortable. Okay. That's how it looks like. The pricing is not that cheap. And the quality is also not that great. It's just one thin piece of ribbon going through. Okay. The only thing about these are that it scratches you. The finishing, see these little bits? This is what I was trying to talk about in the previous video. Let me just show you. Do you hear that? That's the scratchy bits. Same with the red one. Sorry about that, it's out of focus. Same with the red one. Can you hear the sound? Okay. And same with the green one. Okay. I'm going to go through and let you guys have an overall look. That's how the Velveteen bracelets look like. That's the jump ring, very thin as well. And that's the jump ring. Okay. Most disappointing piece coming right up. Here's that lavender leather one. the thinnest jump ring I have ever encountered. The thinnest leather, and look how dry this leather is in comparison to that of Black Kittie. Black Kittie, HRH as well. This is also established 1984. These two are the same. These ones are all the same company. So I bought the most from this company, and it disappointed me. That's why I was careful with my next purchases. I only bought one of each item, just so I didn't waste my money, because this company was such a disappointment. The quality of the chain. See these big gaps right here in between? You can see all these big gaps because the leather didn't hide it. See the big gaps in the chain right here where my nail is pointing. Those gaps makes it so aesthetically unpleasing. The leather is this dry piece of leather. The back is exposed and it's poorly glued on. Scratchy as well. Established 1984 right here. Also, the lobster claw is so small. That's why it has to hook onto this ugly little thing in comparison to these ones. This one's HRH, this one's Black Kittie. It hooks back onto itself with a big luxurious lobster claw. So let's just bring this over. Do you guys see the difference? And this one has a small jump ring with the tag, huge jump rings on both ends. Thick, luxurious. Okay. This one is a choker, also from established 1984. This one's a little bit nicer of a finish, ugly lavender one that came from the same company. As you can see, inconsistencies. Throw that over there. Let's compare this one to the HRH and to Black Kittie. It has these extender bits. They get tangled because it's not smooth. If you feel it, it scratches because, do you see the ends? They're not flushed, like where the gaps are. See how it's a little bit crooked? They didn't even have time to pinch the loops together. Okay, second thing, let's do a side-by-side comparison. See how it's exposed? They're trying to save on leather so they can make more. So it's exposed, and then you have basically these little bits falling out onto your skin. Makes it look very cheap. Let's do a side-by-side. This one is HRH. This one is Black Kittie. And this one is established 1984. Okay. Okay, so let's push these really close together so you guys can really tell. This is the driest. Established 1984, really dry, cheap leather. HRH, the leather is a little bit better quality, but I feel like it's very tight, and she didn't keep care in making all the exposed leather an even distribution, whereas Black Kittie, I think, did a really great job. Look, all of it is plump, coming out at equal portions. And then also it's double layered as well. One thing I do like better about the Black Kittie one is that even the sides are unexposed, whereas HRH, see how the sides are exposed, and then you can't even compare because this one is fully exposed at the back. So this one is established 1984. This one is HRH, and this one is Black Kittie. Also, I can't really compare because this one's gold. So I'm just going to say one thing about the HRH. I really love that she chose a yellow gold. I think yellow gold looks so boss on the skin, and the contrast makes it look so rich. It reminds me of something like Versace, where they use tacky ass yellow gold. Super, super tacky. And I'm into that. Only complaint is that the lobster claw is a pale gold. See? Pale gold. And also, the tag is a silver. So that's annoying. Add it along with the fact that it is way more expensive than this one from Black Kittie. But Black Kittie is all silver, so I can't really make that comparison until I buy one, until I buy a gold one from Black Kittie. So I don't know if this is just an HRH flaw or if it's an overall industry flaw. Because as you can see, I bought as you can see, all the pieces I bought are silver, except for this one. So I can't really be too picky about that until I can compare it to something else. But as you can see, I can compare these leather and chain ones very well. Okay, another thing, I'm going to flip them around. This one, what's the point of even reviewing? Well, we're just going to do it anyways. See the finishing? Chop! They just chopped it off and glued it back onto itself, all exposed. This one is established 1984. This one is Alex's piece. Cut right where the chain is. Very smart idea. None of it is exposed, and you can't really see the glue. Okay? In comparison to Black Kittie now. Black Kittie, how does she cut it? Even better. She cut it like this, pointy, so it goes into that natural curve of the chain. See, this one is just a flat cut. This one, she cut it and then folded it in. Wow. Attention to detail right here. Glue, though, a little bit exposed. See that? But let's just say it's handmade. And I think in order to get it to secure down into there, she had to put a little bit more glue, but it's seeping out. So I guess Alex in that department, glue department, she won glue department. But innovativeness of cutting the leather to go back in like this, she won. Okay? In the back, you see it's exposed like this. I don't actually mind that too much because I prefer the sides. See how the sides are smooth? In order for the sides to be smooth, she had to fold it inwards and have it exposed here. Whereas for HRH, it's kind of clamped on this way, so then this part is where it's exposed. Give or take, both of them are really good, but for my own personal preference, I'm going with Black Kittie. It delivers. She just has to be a little bit more meticulous in cleaning up the glue, but that's about it. It doesn't bother me. Wow. This one, she has an extender, a smaller jump ring, or sorry, a larger, I think, actually, they look pretty similar. Yeah, similar size jump ring as well. Then in comparison to the one here. Also, the jump ring on this one is very flimsy. These ones, see these ones? These ones are very substantial. They're quite thick. Do you see? See the difference? And yeah, that's just my in-depth show and tell of all these companies. You guys can decide for yourselves which ones you want to purchase at. And that's how that looks like. Speaks for itself. Speaks for itself. Okay, so don't get mad when I was throwing that purple one around and saying that it was a ripoff, because you can see what I was talking about. Okay, so I'm just gonna pan you guys through real quick. One more time, Stackable Sweets, established 1983 with the pearl, or sorry, 1984. HRH, this one. These two from Black Kittie. Established 1984 for these ones. HRH Black Kittie. Okay, so that's my overall show and tell. It's not really a review because I didn't talk too much. I did talk a little bit, but I just wanted you guys to really see for yourself what I was talking about. Okay? And yeah, so my verdict is my favorite company, Black Kittie, wins. So here's the picture of Stackable Sweets, all of them together. Then a picture of Black Kittie jewelry. And then a picture of HRH Collection, both the pieces together. And a picture with all the chains together. And here's a run through of everything. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more videos, and remember to like and comment.